Welcome to another episode of Sharing a Drink with Matt. Today I'm talking to Dan from the Dunhill Blues.
That's it.
Excellent. Cheers.
Bit of an early start. That's all right.
Yeah, tell me about it. I've got to do it every Saturday. Oh, life is so hard.
There we
Anyway,
go. How you
just
going, Matt? Nice to meet you.
yeah, you too, mate. Definitely. You too. I've been since I started talking to you, I've been seeing a lot of your posts of the band and that, like when you're playing and shit. So yeah, I had to listen to a bit of your music. Anyway, apart from the obvious, Dunhill Blues is that just a smoking thing?
Oh yeah, and the blues thing, I guess. It's just the clever pun, I guess.
Yeah.
We sit around.
So
Yeah.
I was going to start the interview off with hey guys, this is Matt from Sharing a Drink with Matt. Today I'm talking to the Emphysema boys, Dunhill Blues. But I thought, no, that's just like wearing a shirt, fuck cancer or something. So yeah, we got through that. What did your parents subject you to as a kid? What were you listening to growing up?
Oh, my mum wasn't really into music. Like her her thing was whatever she could get out of the $2 bin with the tapes. So I remember we had like just some really sort of odd stuff, but I listened to a lot of had a lot of country music going on the radio and stuff. All the family listened to country music, and so yeah, basically just I grew up in Lismore, and we didn't really have any commercial radio or anything like that. So just sort of heard. I remember being a kid and thinking there were only two bands in the world, and that was the Beatles and the Beach Boys, and
Yeah.
that was the only two bands that existed.
Yeah.
I found out later there were other bands.
Yeah. Yeah, I God, it was me, it was ABBA, Rod Stewart, Racy. Oh yeah. My mum she loved the music. It was good. Um,
Yeah, later on it was just Kenny and Dolly.
yeah. Did that influence you in any way?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Not consciously. I don't know. I don't think it was until I sort of got a bit older and got into high school, started playing music, um, just getting around and seeing other things like that. I think going to see, I went and saw Tumbleweed and UMI at the Byron Bay Services Club when I was
Okay.
probably 16 or so. That was big. Like I didn't realize. I kind of thought that you had to be famous to play gigs, to go out and
Yeah.
play around.
Yeah.
Like I didn't realize that there was this whole sort of existence outside of that where just bands just went around and played. I thought you had to be really rich or famous to get that far in the first place. So yeah,
Yeah.
that was a big thing for me, and just sort of writing my own songs, and then just sort of when I left school, just going out in Lismore and seeing just other bands, just playing their own songs and stuff like that, as a without any sort of um, goal of trying to be famous or anything, just doing it because it was fun.
Yeah. 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 Did you ever go to Piggery?
No, no, that was just I was just a little bit young for it. It sort of shut just before I turned 18.
Oh really? You'd be
Mm.
around my age. I saw any nowhere league there.
Yeah, yeah. I remember there was. I think the Ramones might have played there too.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, they played at. They played at the. Oh, it might have been the Art Centre there. Yeah, but
Mm.
I think about 1990 or something they played. but I
Yeah,
was still
right.
at that point. Mm.
Yeah. So,
I'm, all,
favorite genre?
I'm younger than I look.
So am I. Um, it's grey all over. What's your favorite genre of music?
I don't think I really have one. I sort of go back and forth. I like lots of different stuff. Like I like really lo-fi garagey music, but I also like really polished um commercial sort of music as well. Like um I love like ELO and I like I really love just really raw stuff as well. So like
Yeah,
I kind of go back and forth. Um it's sort of it, I don't really sort of what what the Dunhill Blues sound like. And the songs I write from with that are more kind of based around what I'm capable of actually putting out, rather than trying to like be a certain style. I can only sort of sing one certain way or play guitar one certain way. So that's how it kind of comes out, rather than necessarily trying to be um, what I wished I could kind of sound like sometimes.
yeah, I get you. Definitely. Have you got a worst one? One that
Worst
you just
genre?
listen to?
Yeah, worst genre. Um, Freeform jazz, and nothing like anything that's got no hook. Like I want a hook. Like um, there's certain rules in music, and you can break them if you want. Um, but they're there for a reason,
Yeah,
and so like it might be um, you can go outside that and have an atonal sort of melody or something like that,
yeah.
and be a bit freeform, but like it just sounds like garbage to me. Like,
Yeah, I totally understand what you're saying. Um, what was it? What was I about to say? Yeah, I've said this before. There is a gem, at least one gem in every genre.
oh
Like
yeah,
I hate hip hop. I hate rap. I detest it. But there's a couple of songs that I tap my foot to. You know what I mean?
oh yeah. I like a lot of hip hop as well. Like I mean, look at this stuff, but a lot of garbage as well.
Yeah,
There's a lot of I suppose there's a lot of that. This in rock and roll, but just a lot of posturing. I don't like the fucking tough guy shit. Like
yeah,
it's such a fucking yawn. Like
yeah.
I yeah, I don't know. I can't really buy into that, and a lot of it it sort of comes from this sort of place of trying to like talk yourself up
Yeah.
to stay out of trouble. I guess I don't know, but it just
Mm.
comes across a bit fucking weak to me.
Hmm.
I don't know, but like I like the beats and stuff too, and I actual rapping and stuff I don't mind, but a lot of the lyrical content's just such a fucking yawn, you know.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. Do yourself a favor when you get the chance, go to YouTube and look up, you know, Eminem's song, "Losing It," or "Lose It."
Lose
Is it?
yourself. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Casey Chambers has done a version of that.
That sounds horrible.
It is fucking brilliant.
It's,
It sounded horrible to me at first. The idea of a country musician playing a hip hop song, but it blew the fuck out of my mind, man. I was just like, "Are you kidding me?"
all right, I'll check it out. I promise I'll check it
Yeah.
out. I'll let you know.
You got to get back to me and tell me what you think.
Hmm.
Okay, if you say you were able to choose, or you were given the opportunity to do the score of a movie, what genre of movie would you like to do the score of? Like, what are you
Um,
a horror fan that would ding ding
no,
ding ding ding?
I think I want to do a rom. I'd want to do a rom com. Like, yeah. Have to be something pretty lighthearted.
Yeah,
I don't think, yeah, pretty lighthearted and yeah, and love's a pretty easy one to sort of to work around. I think that's a pretty easy lyrical one to work on. Yeah, I reckon I could do that.
yeah,
Yeah, I
man.
don't know about horror. Like, I just, yeah, I mean, it could kind of be fun. Or an action movie could kind of be fun. Be good to like write it like a, either Tiger or Danger Zone. But like, yeah, I think
Yeah,
I'd be better with, yeah, like a romantic comedy. I think.
yeah,
I think that's
definitely.
more up my alley.
Yeah. Okay, so what is your most memorable gig that you've ever played? One that sticks out there in your head. Oh, fuck that night.
I think it was probably the first one I ever played, and it was like it was in this it was this girl's birthday party, and I would have only been like 15 or 16, I think. And me and my friends we had a band together, and so we're playing in this warehouse. It was out the back of the Tattersalls Hotel in Lismore,
Yep,
and we
yep.
got through like our fucking part way through our 12-song set, of like fucking Nirvana covers or something. And this guy just stormed the stage with like dragging his mate along. And he's like, all right, which one of you fucking can't stab my mate in the fucking leg? And started going off his brain. And we're just like little fucking teenage kids, and we were freaking the fuck out. And we just grabbed all this shit. Everyone just scattered and ran. Like this guy was fucking like he was an adult man that had just wandered into this fucking teenage party and and like screaming about his mate that had been fucking stabbed. And this goofy looking fuckwit was there, like, holding his leg, not saying anything, like fucking blood there. I don't know what the fuck happened, but I didn't want to know. We just picked up all that shit. I think we'd sort of like we must have like borrowed amps and shit from the school, from high school or something. Like we had like a bunch of stuff, and we just picked it all up. We panicked that it was going to there was going to be some sort of a riot,
Oh, definitely.
and we just
Yeah,
yeah, we picked it all up. But yeah, nothing really like has come close to that 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 crazy scene. So I'm sure there has, but that's the one that kind of comes to mind.
yeah. Is there is there a memorable gig you've been to, or like?
Oh yeah, like Kiss was pretty fucking good. Like, yeah, I saw Kiss like in must have been about 2004. I'm going to see them again in a couple of weeks because it's their last show ever
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
in
Let's hope they
Australia.
don't do it Farnham on
Yeah,
us.
honestly, I don't give a fuck. They can say it as much as they want, but yeah, it was just dumb. It was dumb, silly, and like amazing, and I loved it. It
Yeah,
was really good. That one,
yeah.
yeah, that's really great. And saw David Bowie at the Entertainment Center was pretty good.
Man,
Um, and like just a bunch of like um, just local shows that I've seen around that are really good. I mean, every time I see White Knuckle Fever, it's probably the best gig I've ever been to. It's pretty good. Every time I go and see yeah, like fucking other bands around Sydney, like I'm pretty happy. Like Adam, and drummer in the Dunnies, is in the Strikeouts as well. I love watching the
oh really?
Strikeouts. Fucking
I've
great.
already
Yeah,
interviewed them.
yeah. And the Warts from Uralla are really fucking great.
Yep,
Yeah, so I love watching them, and yeah, so all those sorts of shows are really great. And
yep.
But as far as the big ones go, like, yeah, probably Kiss was the best.
Yeah, I saw them in 1980. I think I was like 13 or something. My mum was sitting right next to me,
Yeah, yeah,
making sure I didn't pull out my earplugs. My sister was right up the front.
yeah, yeah.
I've got a shirt. I was there. Kiss 1980. I was there.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, and I still got a shirt. And Gene Simmons flew across the stage, and we're all
Yeah.
yeah,
Do you
it's
do the
happening.
the fire breathing and shit? Yeah.
Yeah, but he got stuck, and they had to bring out this big fucking ladder. It was, I think, 100-step ladder or something. They
That's
had
so
to
Spinal
bring
Tap,
this
isn't
out
it? Yeah.
and help Gene down. Like he actually got stuck.
Yeah, yeah.
This was in Brisbane. This is when they played in Brisbane. But
It's like Derek Smalls getting trapped in the fucking like pod thing,
yeah,
Spinal Tap.
yeah, that was great. Yeah. So this is a kind of a question I've already asked, but need I ask in a different. What is the worst gig you've played?
The worst one. Oh no, that's a different one. Like, oh yeah, yeah. There was one. Yeah, there's one that I can't really talk about that was pretty bad. But
Yeah,
probably the next ones are like there've been a few where we've been pretty. There's a certain, like, if you've got four people in the band, you can kind of get by if one of them is a bit drunk, you know.
yeah, yeah,
And like, sometimes even two, I think you can kind of get by. But then, um, like, if you've got like everybody drunk in the band, it just becomes a complete shit show. And it's happened like more than once, like some really, really, really bad ones, I think. And with the Dunhill Blues, it's um, well, I mean, we've gotten better. Like, I mean, we've been playing in some sort of form since like 2006, and Spewy, my partner in crime, is like he's got this thing. We're talking about, like, drinking for a 10 o'clock start tonight. We're starting at 10. We're drinking for a 10 o'clock start.
yeah,
We're on at 9. Oh, fine. We're drinking for a 9 o'clock start. And then, other ones, we're on at fucking midnight. Oh, we're drinking for a fucking midnight start. And just sort of learning to pace yourself a bit. And we've had some really fucking hard lessons. And it always seems to be like, you know, like we have these gigs where there's maybe five people there. We're fucking amazing and it's great. Everyone's tight. Everyone's, on point. We're all fucking tight as. And then other nights where it's a big night, it's a sellout. We fucking, pack the room
yeah,
and we play like fucking garbage. So we're just one of those bands.
yeah.
But it's all fun.
Oh,
I'm
for
drinking
sure.
this is limoncello that my
Oh, wow.
yeah,
Yeah,
the keys player in the Dunhill Blues, Mick, has made. Quite
yeah,
delicious.
yeah. It looks it.
Yeah, but it's because it's homemade. I'm not quite sure exactly how strong it is,
Uh,
but it feels
doesn't
pretty
say.
strong. It's moving the dial. I think that's my third now. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's good to see. Got a favorite place you like playing? Like you got a local that you play much?
I think, like, I used to really love playing at the Sando. I think we
Mm,
probably, when we first started, we probably played there more than any other place in Sydney. Really
yeah,
likes playing the Botany View. Like playing Mosh Pit now. Used to love playing the Town and Country as well in the day. Um, all over Australia. I really liked. We played a great gig up in Humpty Doo in Northern Territory, which was
yeah.
great.
Wow.
Love playing down in Melbourne. Played last time we were down there. We played at the Gem, which is a really great place. Really liked. Uh, yeah. So yeah. The Nimbin Hotel was always the Freemasons up in Nimbin. It's great to get up there and play up
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you don't play there, you just play at the Rainbow fucking. Oh, what's it called? Anyway, yeah, there's some
The
nice
Bush
places.
Theatre.
Hey, yeah, the
At the
Bush
Bush
Theatre.
Theatre. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. There you go.
that's the one. Um, you were given the opportunity, right, to put on a 5 band gig. Like you get to choose each band. Um, it can be they don't have to be alive, preferably. Um, yeah, it's whoever. What would you choose for that 5 band in order?
Jeez. Um, well, it'd have to be ones that aren't around because, like that way you're really making the most of it, right?
Yeah,
Um, I mean, it'd probably change tomorrow or like an hour from now. I'm going to think, oh, why didn't I say that? But all right. Let's just say Black Sabbath. Um, uh, the Highwaymen.
okay, wow.
Nirvana. Um, uh, ELO. And something else that's probably really and ABBA.
All right.
Yeah,
Who's
ABBA
headlining?
before Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
No, ABBA between like Nirvana and Black Sabbath. That'd be good.
Okay. So who's headlining the gig?
No, well, I reckon it'd be potluck. Everyone picks a number out when they get there. No one knows
Yeah,
when they're playing when they get there.
I like
That's the
those
best way
ones.
to do it.
Yeah, that's actually how they did the Warp Tour.
Did they? Yeah, that's a good way to do
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Otherwise, people just show up at the last minute.
yeah.
You want people there for the whole thing.
That's it. Now, I went to a gig not long ago, and there was there was 4 bands before the headliner, and when the headliner came on, none of those bands were there.
Yeah,
They
that's pretty much
all,
it.
yeah, they'd all done their gig, packed up, and left.
Yeah.
I was totally disgusted.
So, the way it
Mm.
happens.
It's
I
just
don't
not
really
fun.
get too upset about stuff like that anymore. I just think like, fuck,
Mm. Oh, I was getting, I was getting when the headlining band were playing. I was getting half full of cans of Jack Daniels, but it was water, half filled. I was getting hit in the back of the head with them.
What was the band?
Top navel,
Oh, yep.
yeah. You're not coming out. And I'm thinking, fuck. And anyway, I went up and spoke. 80. just Ada. Sorry, mate. The dog.
You're all right.
Dog and the daughter. Yeah. And I ended up speaking to this guy and I said, man, that was fucking bullshit. I was getting hit in the back of the head with cans all through fucking Top Naval. And he goes, yeah, that was me. And I thought, oh, fuck. And I had a laugh about it, you're tough skinned and all that sort of shit. And then he turned around and he goes, but I was aiming for the band. And I went, are you fucking kidding me? You've just totally like, and he's in a band himself, which I won't name, but I just thought, my God, that is. I went and saw Motorhead at the Playroom on the Gold Coast.
Yeah,
And
I had a friend that. Did you get your money back?
no,
It wasn't that
three
gig.
songs, man. I got 3 songs out of that shit. It was only, thank God, the Frozen Diamonds. The Frozen Diamonds, they played a
Yeah.
fucking minute set beforehand, or the whole night would have been fucked. If there was a shitty support band, the night would have been a total wash. But fortunately, yeah, they rose to the occasion and fucking. But 3 songs, and I can
And walked
remember.
off. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
can
I had a friend
remember.
that went to that, and she said that, like, on the way out, they were giving people their money back or half their money back.
I
Lining
don't
up
know.
because the Motorhead walked off
Probably about
after
30
three
years
songs.
ago. I
Yeah.
think it was 91 or
Yeah,
something.
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the Playroom in the Gold Coast.
I might have got money back. I'm not quite sure. I was pretty
Yeah.
pissed.
I
But
saw Motorhead at the Enmore in about 2003. I think it was. Yeah, it was the fucking loudest gig I've ever been to. It was fucking uncomfortably loud. Like, it
yeah.
was too loud. Like, I was just, I like Motorhead, but it was just fucking too loud. It was too loud. And like, I don't mind loud, but that was fucking ridiculous loud. Are you taking me on a tour of your house, mate?
Yeah, the daughter's just been a complete fucking bitch. Good bitch. It's working.
Because it wasn't plugged in, you fuckhead.
Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah.
This is how I get fucking treated.
Cry about it.
I'm doing an interview. Don't abuse
I don't
me.
care.
Don't abuse me.
I don't care.
All right. My God.
How
Were you
old is she?
giving 14 going
Yeah,
on
yeah.
40? You are so 14.
I'm not.
When did you have another birthday? Yeah, and that's four. Don't. We're not. It's not a sideshow here,
That
Bubba.
was my 15th.
It was your 14th birthday.
It was that ever better.
Oh my God. Yeah, I've got 8 kids, so
Oh, mate. Jesus.
luckily I've only got 3 at home now. The others are adults and gone their own way. Thank fuck.
On the home stretch then.
Yeah. I've got like, I think 6 more years and the youngest will be out of here. Like, he will be out of here. I'll be throwing him out the door. But darling, I'll throw you out soon.
Where are you going with it?
Yeah, so back to talking about you. Were you given any advice that really helped you as a budding musician at the beginning? Did anyone give you any advice?
Yeah. Like, one thing, like, I did hear, like, a friend of mine, Adam Fagerstrom, he said to me, he's just like, he filled in on bass with the Dunhill Blues for like a few gigs when the first time we went down to Melbourne. And he said to me, he's just like, if people come up to you after the gig and say, man, that was awesome, that was an awesome show, it doesn't matter if you think you've played shit, just go, thanks. Thanks.
Yeah.
Like, you don't be like a cockhead and go, oh no, well, that was shit. We played like fucking idiots. Like that was
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
good.
exactly.
Just fucking say
Yeah,
thank you. Like, yeah, thanks, mate. Like, like that was good. Like I kind of try to always remember that. Like even if you've played shit, like
yeah,
if people enjoy it and come up to you afterwards and say that, don't act like, a fucking sooky fuckwit and like
yeah,
tell them that, it wasn't. There's no point in that. That was a good
yeah,
one. Yeah. Don't always remember it, but I try to.
yeah, yeah. So, what's your favorite all-time unbeatable song ever? The one you can play over and over again and never be sick of. What's that one song? Well, you might have 10, but what's that? Or what's your all-time favorite song?
Um, Probably War Pigs. You
Oh,
know,
wow.
yeah, I can hear that like again and again. I
Yeah,
like, if it comes on, I never turn it off or skip it. It's kind of like, yeah, I can hear that over and over again.
yeah,
It's just one of those songs, and because it's not like, you know, it's so like such an involving song. Like it goes, it's got the first couple of verses and choruses, and then it goes onto this extended sort of bit from there, from the solo to the outro and stuff. And it's yeah, yeah, probably that one, I
yeah.
reckon.
Mine's actually Elsie from the Divinals.
Yeah,
Yeah, that just is one song that I can just play over and over and over again.
yeah, yeah. I mean, there's probably a few. Like, I probably think of some other ones too, but like, yeah, that's the one that drops by. Yeah, I read yeah, Chrissy Amfoot's book. It was pretty good. I met her once, that
Well,
when she like did a Burke's wife was working for a publisher when she put out her autobiography and stuff. I made a
mhm.
giggle. I was pretty happy with it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so it was pretty good. Yeah, she was nice. She was friendly. Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But yeah, great
Yeah,
singer, great front person. She was awesome.
yeah. Did you know that she used to, when they first started off, she used to stand behind the drummer and sing?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Took a while to come into
lose
it.
the
Yeah,
touch.
and yeah. Lose herself in it a bit.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
So, what's the future looking for you guys?
we just keep doing what we're doing. We've got like we're working on a new album. We had a crack last year and kind of scrapped it halfway because it didn't quite come out the way we wanted. So we put a few songs out as an EP when we went to Europe in March. We sort of just pressed some records with four songs that kind of worked out okay, and then just decided to start again with the album. So uh, we recorded a bunch of bed tracks a couple of months ago. So we're just sort of working towards finishing those off. So we came up with like 21 songs that we recorded. So we'll try and either
Definitely.
see how we go with 21 or pair them back a bit and see what happens. But we'll just keep playing gigs, keep putting out music, keep doing what
Mhm.
we do. That's it. I mean, that's the end goal. It's not means to a goal. We're not never really wanted to um be famous or anything like that. It wasn't, like we're doing this to sort of work towards something. We're doing this because that is the something. So I like
Well
um
said.
when we are in France in March, like this girl, she's like, "What are you doing in Evro?" And I'm like, just like because it's like it was a small country town in France, and it's just like why are you playing here? And it's just like this is like this is awesome for us, like we're just traveling around,
Yeah.
seeing the world, seeing the
Mm-hmm.
country with the amount of like places I've been to with the band that I wouldn't have gone to for any other reason are just
Yeah.
amazing, I
Yeah.
went to, with Dunhill Blues have played in Kalgoorlie, you know,
Wow.
and then we've
Yeah.
played in like, Zaragoza in Spain. Like, it's just like, I wouldn't go there otherwise. Like, it's just, I wouldn't think to, but like, you just get the opportunity to sort of go to these places
Mm-hmm.
um, and then travel around with, your mates in a van. And it's the
It's
best
a
thing in the
dream,
world.
isn't it?
It's the best thing in the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than it.
Yeah. And you get to do it without like, everyone sort of like, um, nitpicking every single thing you do, you know, like it's sort of the happy medium where you play music, you get to travel around with your friends, but you don't have all the other fucking drama that comes with
Mm,
everything else.
yeah. Yeah. Totally 100. So, uh, um, who are Dunhill Blues? Like, what if you okay? You got 5 minutes to spiel about Dunhill Blues, like you're doing a biography kind of thing or something. Who are Dunhill Blues? Like, what are you all about?
Well, I think that's pretty much it. I think I said that in the last one, but
Yeah,
Adam's like Spewy's the best one with the biographies. He does it all. He's better with it. Like I don't know. We just like we're four guys who just want to play music, travel around, play our songs. Whoever wants to listen, or whoever doesn't want to listen, you know, we, just to travel as much as we can, playing around, um, writing new songs, keep sort of playing, keep writing new music, you know, and just sort of keep moving forward. Um,
yep,
we sort of don't really play, many old songs. We keep sort of changing up the set and just keep playing newer songs and newer songs. And I like to just sort of keep it going forward. We're not like a band that sort of is just still playing the same set that we played 10 years ago.
yeah. But you do have an anthem, the Dunhill Blues anthem, a song that's played at every gig. Yeah.
No, no,
No?
I don't think that there's not any song that we've played at every single gig.
Wow.
There's
Okay.
not even like a problem. There's probably not even a song that we've played at most gigs on it thing at this point. There's like it just goes through different sort of changes it up. We change it up. Like I don't think I don't like I'd probably say the best. There's probably songs that we've played at maybe half the gigs. It would
Fair
be
enough.
about the limit. I reckon. Apart from that, like mostly we just sort of just switch it up.
Mm.
Because
Mm.
it's got. I mean, we've got like there's probably I couldn't count, but I reckon since we first started, there has to be at least fucking 150 different songs that we've played.
There you go. Yeah.
There probably there has to be. If you throw in all the covers and shit, I reckon. I reckon
Yeah.
there's probably 150 different songs that we've played. I mean, I, yeah, I mean, like I said, we recorded 21 for this last album, and that's just songs from the last couple of years, you know.
Yep. Okay.
So and like so, we've been playing since 2006. So it's probably 200, I reckon.
Who does the songwriting, or do you all chip in?
It's mostly me, but Spewy writes a lot as well.
Yep.
So like I just sort of I keep writing, but Spewy's got another band, the Space Buzzies, as well. So like he
Yep.
writes
Yep.
a lot of songs for the Space Buzzies as well.
Yep.
So he might like throw a couple of Dunny's way, but he's got a lot as well. So
Yeah.
we've all got other bands as well. Like I drum in another band called Tombstone Ramblers. Mick's got this art rock band called Dead Nun. And and Vinesy's in Strikeouts with his brother as well. So yeah,
Yeah.
we've all got other things as well. But this is the band that I write songs for.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So did you ever have that fleeting moment where you thought, this is not for me, I don't want to do this, I can't, this is just not me?
oh, not really. I mean, yeah, like there's sometimes where like after a really disastrous gig or something, you kind
Yeah.
of just sort of want to back off for a little bit. But
Yeah.
like generally, I mean, like I've always keep playing music. Just I just sort of maybe need a little break from playing fucking gigs. It can be a bit of a grind sometimes where you just turn up and like I said, those gigs when I was talking about before, those gigs where you just get really fucking smashed and kind of feel like you're blowing it a bit.
Yeah.
Um, but no, not really. No, I've always that's that's who I am.
Yeah. I just got to answer the door.
You do that. No worries.
Sorry about that, mate.
Yeah, you're all right, mate. No worries. Just checking out my cat. He's having a little nap down here. Say good day, Mittens. Say
Hello.
hello, mate. There he goes. Nah, he's not interested. Doesn't want to talk to you. You rude little
As you
prick.
know, I've got 8 kids, so they all wanted an animal. So you can imagine. We've got 4 cats, 2 dogs, 2 guinea pigs, 2 birds. I think that's it actually now at the moment.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, I
Eight
think
kids,
so.
guinea pigs, dogs, birds. That's enough. No more. You don't want some more?
No,
No, that'll
no
do.
more animals, no more kids. Definitely no. Definitely no. So you got anything coming out soon, or you
Yeah,
kind of
so
was
yeah, we're
talking
working on
about
this
it
album.
too.
I reckon not in any rush to do it. I kind of want to put a bit of time and effort into it, which is not really
Mm.
our usual way. It's sort of like the first 4 albums we did, we recorded in a weekend. We did like
Wow.
just 2 days and just sort of
Yep.
played them pretty much like we were playing a gig and just sort of
Yep.
they just sort of recorded it pretty much live and
Yeah.
so this time just sort of want to spend a bit of time doing it a little bit different. So it's not in any hurry or anything. So hopefully probably early next year
Okay.
we'll have it out. But we've got some other sort of stuff that we've recorded and sort of things. And it's so easy. And so Spewy and his partner Melly run Outer Space Records, the label. And
Oh,
so
okay.
so he'll we just put he just puts out our own stuff, and so we'll probably and Adam Vinesy and his brother run Evil Tone Records as well. So they've just got a couple of labels that are just ready to put out our own stuff. So it works out pretty well. And it's not any real pressure where anyone's sort of tapping their foot for it. So we just muck around and just get it right, I guess. We sort of rushed to get the last one because we wanted to have something ready when we went to Europe. And that was cool. We sort of got something done. But this time around we're not really haven't got any sort of like date on a calendar that we're working towards.
So to get in, to kind of understand a bit. Sorry, mate. I'm just trying to find the smokes. Fucking very unprofessional today. Thank you. Yeah.
Are you ever professional? Like,
no.
This is an off day for you, is it?
I try to make the show as unprofessional as I can, really. That way, if people say, "Oh, fucking hell, that was shit," I can say, "Yeah, it was supposed to be shit."
Wait.
He's back. I was thinking of something I was going to say. Remember the old story about the Sex Pistols playing in Texas to a bunch of cowboys?
Oh, yeah.
Have you guys ever been put on a bill that you just shouldn't have been on?
Yeah, we played we're like this like this band playing Red Hot Chili Peppers covers in Amsterdam. Okay. And it was and the promoter was like kept telling us to turn down before because we played first, and he's like, just turn down, you're too loud, and it's just like, fuck, no one seems bothered, but it was all because he was sort of like managing this band that was coming on next, which was like this fucking band playing Red Hot Chili Peppers covers, and it's just like, fuck, what are we doing here? That was the wrong gig. Yeah.
Oh well, the Chili Peppers can't even do their own songs good, so imagine someone else trying to do it.
Oh yeah, it was weird. It was a weird vibe. So
yeah,
and we've played a few other ones where it's just the wrong room. Like, I think because the band being the Dunhill Blues, we kind of we got a lot of gigs with people expecting a blues band.
Yeah.
And as when we're sort of booking the gig, when they say they'll pay us X amount of dollars, it's not like we're going to go, we're not a fucking blues band. We just turn up and we'd turn up and play the gig and then go, where's our fucking money? And then go like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, well, fucking never said we're a blues band. So, we had a few like that where had some sort of disgruntled publicans that had sort of not bothered actually listening to us, just kind of booked us. And that was great. We got a lot of pretty well paid gigs out of that, and sort of learnt to deal with some pretty not always hostile, but like pretty ambivalent crowds and stuff. So a few of those.
Yeah, like the Motorhead gig. that was disgusting. They the bouncers had to circle the guy and to get out of the door, the one that was throwing the pan, because people wanted his blood. Like wanted his blood, man. He was yeah, it was crazy. So yeah, you've been on a bill that you shouldn't have been on. Um, do do you? I don't know how to explain this one. It's that's right. Do do you obviously you were saying you play covers. Do you go by the crowd which cover you play? Like
Nah,
if there's no, you
nah,
just
nah, never really. Like I can't really think of any example where we have. No,
mm,
usually we just sort of like we've got a few, and it's usually because like usually because I want to play it and think we could pull it off, or or Spewy thinks he can sort of pull it off as a cover.
yeah.
Done a few. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. But like it's good to have um a couple here and there to do. I mean, when we did, I mean, when we actually come to think about it, when we went to Europe in March, we played Lost and Found by the Saints.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
we wanted to have like an Aussie cover
Mm,
when we were playing through Europe because there is a bit of a love for Australian rock and roll.
yeah.
So
Definitely.
yeah,
And
so we
what
played Lost
cover
and
to
Found by
do?
the Saints.
Yeah. Like
And then but I remember too the first time we went to Europe we played Whole Lot of Rosie as well, AC/DC, because it's the same sort of thing, where it's just to have an Australian cover to pull out while
yeah,
we were over there. So I
everyone
guess
knows.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah. Because that's a really a different cover of the Saints. Like that's a the song you picked is not, you know what I mean? Not
It's not like it's not unstranded
not
or know
like
your product, yeah.
stranded or anything. Shut up.
Yeah.
These are my pooches. Oh, you
Well,
can't
that
see.
that was Bonzi's idea. The drummer, he's just like, oh yeah, how about Lost and Found? I was just like, great, I reckon I can sing that, and
Yeah,
that was pretty much it. So
yeah,
it's always kind of based about what we reckon we can kind of pull off.
yeah.
So yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I was
it's
just,
good.
thinking like if you got a bunch of bikey guys in the audience, you would play a whole lot of Rosie kind of thing.
Oh
Or you got a
yeah,
bunch
yeah,
of
yeah.
you
It's
got a
cool to see people.
bunch of surfies in the crowd, you'd play a Sunny Boys cover, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. But you guys just pick whatever you want. Yeah.
Generally, I mean, yeah, like it's normally like you know, um, we don't get a lot of walk-ins or play to like crowds where it's sort of the house crowd. It's generally people that are there to see us nowadays. So if they're there, it's kind of like you're just going to cop whatever we've got. So
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, yeah. What would it be like? How would you feel if you went to a gig, just a night out with the boys or something, went to a gig and one of the bands played one of your songs?
I'd be stoked. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah. That like that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
I've kind of like if there's any sort of long term goal, like I'd love if you know, I'd love my kids to play my songs one day.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
if my kids covered my songs, that'd be awesome. Yeah, but
Yeah.
anyone playing one of my songs would be awesome. You know,
Hey,
play
that's actually
hear a
one.
Dunhill Blues song.
Yeah, that's actually one of my questions. You have kids, obviously.
Yeah,
Um, do you let them listen to your music?
yeah. They've heard it. Like my son Bill, he's 17. He's into hip hop. He don't give a fuck. Like, yeah, that's not really his thing. Holly's 15. She's kind of more into the same sort of stuff. When they were younger, we had a band together. Um, called Robot Parts. And so Polly was the singer and Bill was the drummer, and I play guitar. And Polly, when she was 5, wrote probably the greatest song I've ever fucking heard, called "Parents Have Jobs." And she just stream of consciousness sang this song, and I'm like, that is the greatest thing ever. And so yeah, we used to we write our own songs when they were little, and before they kind of had any sort of teenage anxiety about um, holding himself back, and could just sort of be kind of free in the moment, and it was great.
Yeah,
really love those times when they were little.
yeah.
But now not so much. That I think it's embarrassing, if anything, I guess. Oh, not embarrassing, but they're just not particularly interested.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But I mean, that's how they've grown up. I've always been playing music, so I don't think for them it's any different than if they grew up and then
So
their
they're
dad
not
was plumber or whatever. Although, I mean, I'm not a musician full time. I've got a day job. I'm a welder. So they've known that, but it's just, as far as kids go, it's just they don't know any different. It's how you grow up. So it doesn't seem strange or different or particularly noteworthy that their dad sings or plays music or whatever, and they're not impressed by it.
No, but they're not embarrassed, are they?
What's that?
They mightn't be fully impressed, but they're not embarrassed.
I don't know. I don't know if they mention it. What can I know? I don't know. Yeah. I guess you have to see how they act around their friends when I'm not there, but I'm not too sure.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not sure if they're telling anyone. I don't know if they're bragging about it or hiding it. Probably somewhere in the middle where it's just they're completely ambivalent about it.
Yeah. Well, getting into that, how do you think the internet has changed music and being in a band and putting out music and doing what you got to do? Do you think the internet's helped or has been
it's easier to get gigs? I think, I mean, when we started, when I started playing music, we were still sending out demo tapes, like cassettes and stuff, and then sending out CDs, and then sort of streaming and stuff. So I mean, it's easier to get gigs, and I mean, sort of organize the tours and stuff that we've done. It's all basically been over the internet. I mean, we're all emailing promoters overseas and stuff, whereas 20, 25 years ago, we would have had to send stuff in the mail. And it's or call or so I mean, and then as far as putting music out, streaming and stuff, a lot of people have a big fucking whinge about it, about
for sure.
not making money off it or anything. But when's anyone ever fucking as far as underground bands made money? It's not really the point, but if and people can hear and you can send a link to someone or even unprompted people can find you, then that's great. I don't mind. And at the end of the day, it's always going to be the the Taylor Swifts and stuff that are making the big money, and that's like people are bitter about that, but I don't like give a fuck. Like I don't like who gives a shit? Like she should like connects with a pretty wide audience and people love it, and but on those same sort of platforms and stuff, people can find bands like mine or anything else, then that's great. I mean, you understand, Matt, I grew up in Lismore, and like I said, we had like radio, which was basically like the equivalent of like 2UE. Like, we didn't have anything. So like the only music I sort of heard was on Rage or something on Saturday mornings and stuff like that. So I used to get up and and record songs off Rage and stuff, like or set the timer. So like nowadays it's sort of like everything's accessible, and I don't think that's a bad thing, And people can still have their records and play vinyl, People can still do everything, and and
it must have helped you a lot.
People want to stop because they're not making money, and it's just like, fuck, like, go play some gigs,
Yeah.
So I don't know, like, I kind of think about it like, basically, like, musicians have been stealing a living since recorded music came in 100 years ago. Before then, like, people were playing songs in taverns and or in the court of the king, like it's
and it must have helped you the internet during lockdown to play a tune you've just thought of and sending it on the internet over to your bandmates, kind of thing.
That's handy too. I mean, I sent a lot of demos and stuff to the guys and back and forth, and like and just sort of keeping in touch. The other thing about the internet that's fucking so good is to have like 4 people in the one conversation, like rather than going like, oh, okay, so you can do the 30th of September. Okay, hang on. I'll ring Spewy, see if he can do it. Spewy, can you do the 30th? No, I can do the 29th. Okay, hang on, I'll call back. Like having everybody like there and just like, yeah, I can do these dates. Whereas before, I remember like trying to organize like a band rehearsal or a gig and having a call back and forth between like 4 or 5 different people. And sometimes we had like 6 people in the band or 7 people in the band. And it's just trying to fucking like email or call people back and forth to just get one coherent response. I love that. I love that about technology.
Okay, Dan. Really appreciate you being on the show, mate.
Yeah, no worries, mate. It's good talking to you. What's that? What do you got on for the rest of the day, mate?
I'm actually going to take the boy fishing.
Oh, yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, he's starting to get into that, so I'm going to...
Where are you going?
We're about 4 minutes away from the boat ramp. A boat ramp, yeah.
Yeah, which one?
Wollongong. Well, I'm from, we live in Wollongong, so Blamby boat ramp.
Oh, the Blamby one, yeah.
Yeah. Where are you from? No, I know where you're from. Like, where are you now?
I live in Cairnsey now, yeah. Well, I like going down to Wollongong fishing. Remember down to Windang, did pretty well.
Yep. Yeah, Windang's mad place.
Yeah,
fishing. Yeah.
Caught an octopus there one day, and I pulled him up, and he was holding a long neck. It was awesome.
Excellent.
Yeah.
What was it, a VB?
Well, I don't know. The label had come off, but I reckon so.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Excellent.
All right, mate. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too, mate.
Cheers.
Yep. Cheers. Thank you.
Be sure it's loud.